Hey guys, in today's episode, Supercell is officially replacing the heal spell. Season 10 is coming out with more gold than ever before, and find out everything that we know about the next major Clash Royale update in today's episode of Clash World. Hey guys, Legendaray here, and welcome back to another episode of Clash World. In this weekly show, we take a look at the most recent announcements from the Clash Royale team, the hottest topics in CRL Esports, as well as what's going on in the community. Then, we'll finish off the episode by breaking down the meta and featuring my off-meta tech of the week. If you're enjoying Clash Worlds, then please leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell to get notified of every new video that comes out. Also, go check me out on my Instagram and Twitter. Links will be down below. And also, if you'd like to support me, use my creator code in the shop. And with all that out of the way, let's get right into the first section. New in the arena. So as with each and every single month, there is a new season that starts on April 6th. This season is called the Heist, and it includes everything that comes with a new season, such as a new Treehouse Tower skin and a new Forest Arena. And oh man, I absolutely love this arena. It has such a nice aesthetic that I almost don't want to push to 7,000 trophies and return to that boring legendary one. That was a flex, by the way. In addition to that, 3 new emotes are going to be arriving this season, including a Magic Archer emote, as well as a Bandit and a Hunter one. In addition, Heist mode will be making a return, as the season's called the Heist. And for those of you who get the Pass Royale, the bonus bank for this season and this season only will be increased from 10,000 gold to 25,000 gold. Oh man, now I'm really curious as to what events they've got planned for this season. But what I do know event-wise is that my Infinite Elixir mode will be returning this season in the party button. So occasionally, you'll be able to re-experience the craziness that Infinite Elixir challenge brought one more time. Next up, as with every new season, there are new balances. We've got some interesting ones today, so let's take a look at them. Now, I will note that we don't have gameplay for these balances yet, so I'll try to replicate some of them myself with editing effects, but that's the most that I can do. Also note that these balances will be coming into effect on April 7th, which is one day after the start of the season. Anyways, let's jump right into it. Heal. Reworked to heal Spirit. Total healing increased by 181%. Now, this rework looks amazing. The card art is smooth, and I think this will be 100% a card that is going to be used in the new meta. This guy actually heals quite a bit of HP. At tournament standard, he gives 366 hit points back in this humongous radius, which is enough to completely neutralize the arrows. This will definitely bring about some interesting strategies on how to use him on defense as well as offense. He's still a 1 elixir cycle card, meaning that he can be used in those cycle decks, and just like the Ice Spirit, he will make it to the tower if ignored. Those of you who can play the Ice Spirit effectively will definitely be able to play the Heal Spirit effectively as well. Also, some good news, if you've leveled up your heal spell previously, well, all copies of your heal spell will transfer over to the Heal Spirit. So, for example, if you have a level 12 heal spell, your Heal Spirit will automatically be upgraded to level 12. Finally, the Heal Spirit will also be the card level boost for the season, and I'm sure you all already have the heal spell, so your Heal Spirit will be automatically boosted to your King Tower level for the duration of the season. Magic Archer. Shorter targeting range from 7 tiles to 6. So this basically means that the Magic Archer won't be able to target units as far away. This is a bit of a nerf because I think the Magic Archer will have to walk like 1 extra tile before targeting onto the tower. This gives players a lot more time to react to things. It means that the Magic Archer won't be able to snipe away units from as far, and thus will be a lot more vulnerable to be taken out by opposing units on a defense. However, his projectile still travels the same distance, so those players who are really good at geometry are still able to get that annoying chip damage on your arena towers. Goblin Hut. Building lifetime minus 20%. Now spawns 3 spear goblins when destroyed. So the Balance team seemed to really like the recent rework to the Barbarian Hut, and they're making the same change to the Goblin Hut. By decreasing the HP by 20% and adding 3 death spawns, I think this adds a bit more offensive power to the Goblin Hut, while also making it not as annoying on defense, because instead of lasting 50 seconds, it will now only last 40. Overall, it will still spawn the same number of spear goblins, which is 12, but just the last 3 spear goblins will be grouped together. This also makes the hut a bit more spell resistant and will provide a lot more defensive value for sure. Skeleton Barrel, speed from medium to fast, hit points minus 15%. So, last but not least, the Skeleton Barrel is getting an interesting buff to try to provide a bit of a substitute for the popular wall breakers. They're essentially changing the barrel's speed to fast, meaning that, oh man, this boy's gonna be moving. His hit points will also be decreased by 15%, so he should still reach the tower when ignored, but the barrel will definitely be taken out a lot easier. Overall, I really like this set of balances. I mean, personally, I would have liked a little bit of a touch to Graveyard, but I do genuinely like the changes they are putting into place. Also note that, hey, I predicted 3 of these 4 changes in a Clash World episode a few weeks ago, so what are you doing? Be sure to subscribe down below for the quickest news updates in the West. Of course, that's not everything we know about what's coming in Clash Royale, so let's quickly recap everything we know about what could be coming in Clash Royale's next update. Again, we don't know when this update will be dropping, but yeah, let's just do a quick rapid fire recap. This next update will likely be a Clan Wars revamp. I've covered numerous times why this is the case in previous episodes, so I won't go too much into this right now. Also in the next update, the Royal Ghost and the Battle Healer will be receiving a hover statistic, meaning that these 2 units will still count as a ground troop, so they can't target air units, but they will be able to travel over top of the bridge. Very interesting. Last but not least, there may be a new building card. Drew has confirmed that they have a plan for a building card either in summer or just after summer. Of course, let me know what you think about all of these down below, but now that's going to do it for new in the arena. Let's get right into the eSports update. The eSports update is a section where we go over recent eSports events as well as new and rising pro players. CRL East is kicking off on April 4th, which is Saturday. With CRL West pretty much postponed until mid-May of 2020, this is probably going to be your best source of high-quality gameplay. And, of course, there is a Fantasy Royale where you can win up to 1,000 gems if you pick the team that earns the most crowns. I'll put my fantasy team on screen right now for those of you who don't really follow the esports scene and just want to try and get some gems. I think it's a pretty solid lineup for you guys to pick. Of course, streams for CRL East will be announced on the China Royale Esports Twitter, so I'll leave a link to it down below. Now that we've caught up on the most recent esports news, let's check out the rising rumors. Here's a funny clip by B5Leezy on Reddit with a perfectly timed lightning. I mean, I swear to you, the King Tower was so scared that he pooped out a goblin barrel. Last but not least, we've got some Electro Dragon fan art by Schneiderpox on Reddit. Stunning work, man. Keep it up. Anyways, now that we've covered the trending topics and the community, let's go ahead and break down the meta. So with Season 10 balances coming into effect on Tuesday, let's break down how these changes will affect the meta. Graveyard. With no direct nerf to any of the cards in Graveyard, Graveyard will 100% be a top archetype this next meta. It's such a splash-heavy deck, and with all the swarms in this current meta, Graveyard is going to have an absolute rampage in April. I've got a few Graveyard decks up on screen right now, feel free to try any one of them out. Bridge Spam. Bridge Spam decks will also be super popular. Although Magic Archer did get a nerf, so it'll be seen a bit less, it's still going to be very effective, as the quick-paced nature of this deck can really easily punish any mistakes and overcommitments that the opponents make. Control. Last but not least, control decks are also very popular. This is a very wide range of decks, anything from Minor Bloom Cycle to Minor Wall Breakers, so on and so forth. I'll put a few decks on screen, but control decks are always the safe deck to run because of their defensive nature. So that's the meta for you guys. Now let's check out the off-meta deck of the week. That's right, in each Clash Royale episode, we're going to be featuring one-off meta deck that works in the current meta. This week's deck was submitted by El Royalistic, and it's a very interesting Mega Knight Balloon deck. Personally, I would sub out the clone for a Tornado, but hey, they submitted this deck, so I'm going to use it. Overall, it's a very control-based deck. I mean, you see the Executioner, the Inferno Dragon, and the Mega Knight, and you know that this is going to be very defensively oriented. Overall, very fun deck to play, so without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into a match. Alright, so this match here is going to be against Alan Walker. I love his music, but I'm pretty sure this man's a fake. Anyways, here, starting off, let's just cycle a log, because this guy doesn't seem to make a move, and I kind of want to get the game started. And yeah, he's going to Musketeer in the back, so we're just going to play our Executioner. Don't have too great of an answer. Not too many cycle cards, I guess. And here, ooh, he's going to Mega Knight in the back. No, the Mega Knight can't hit. Okay, so I think here, what I'm going to do is Mega Knight like this. Oh, his Mega Knight actually jumps on, so I played that really badly. Unfortunately, we didn't have too much elixir to take care of all of his stuff, so he's going to have a pretty big connection. So not the best start, but we can definitely come back from this. We're going to balloon opposite lane, actually, because he has to spend elixir on one thing or the other. He spends the Skeleton Army right here on the Mega Knight, which takes that out, and the Musketeer, okay, the balloon does connect onto the tower, and that Firecracker is getting chip damage that whole time. So yeah, pretty good. We've taken back that kind of chunk out of our tower from earlier, and yeah, let's see here. Once I reach 10 elixir, I think I'm just going to cycle a log real quick, because there's not too much for me to do. And oh, what the heck? Okay, okay, we're going to Firecracker here as well. I don't know how the Firecracker will counter that. Oh, wow, Firecracker does a decent job, I guess. But looks like we're against that one... what's the deck? It's that one Royal Giant deck. I don't quite remember all the cards in it, but we're gonna actually balloon ops lane here because the Firecracker's gonna take care of those goblins right there. Oh, well, they're not gonna do a very good job. But yeah, as you can see here, his Musketeer wasn't in cycle in time. The balloon should connect once again onto the tower, and let's see here. His tower's down to 45. Let's just go ahead and log onto the Musketeer, take out the tower. That does leave me pretty vulnerable to a Goblin Barrel, but it is still relatively far from his cycle. So here we're going to go with an Executioner in the back. I guess it wasn't that far, so I was wrong there. But yeah, we've saved the Skarmy for the Goblin Barrel this time, so the Goblin Barrel shouldn't get any damage. He'll probably take my other tower, but that's fine. Let's just go ahead and balloon in the center here. And I think I'm trying to get a clone down. Never mind. He's got all this good stuff here to stop it. And here we're going to go in with an Executioner as well. Close enough so the Mega Knight won't actually jump on it. And let's see here. We're just going to kind of Mega Knight there. That was a pretty... Okay, no, it did hit the Musketeer. I was concerned right there for a second. But as you can see here, he doesn't have a big spell. So, I mean... I don't know, maybe we will hold on to this tower here. Let's go ahead and send in an Inferno Dragon right there. That'll take care of all this stuff. We're just going to Skarmy right there onto the Goblin Barrel right there. And then we're going to balloon in the center. And yeah, I don't see much that this guy can do. And yeah, pretty dominating match over a, pretty decent bait deck as well. So there we go, guys. That was the off-minute deck of the week. I definitely recommend you guys give the deck a try. I would recommend you guys still replace the clone spell with a tornado. That would make the deck a lot more effective, in my opinion. But if you'd like to submit your own deck to be featured, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. But unfortunately, guys, that's all I've got time for in today's episode. If you enjoyed, please leave a like down below, as well as a subscription to my channel. And as always, this is Legendaray, and I'm signing off. See you guys next time.